Welcome, everybody. I'm Joe from the Game House. Today we'll be doing a Cleveland Browns 2025 NFL mock draft. All right, the Cleveland Browns are up in our 2025 NFL mock draft series. We'll be doing mock drafts for every team, probably twice over, once before free agency and once after free agency. Now, the Browns have the second overall pick. We're going to be using the NFL mock draft database simulator because I like how it meshes all the big boards from around the internet together for their mock drafts. And we also will be rejecting all trades as we try to go through this to keep it as realistic as possible. So we're going to start it off here. And there's going to be a lot of debates what they should do. Personally, I think take a quarterback if you're this high. Possibly they can get one in the free agency before this, so we'll see how things change. But they need to move on from Deshaun Watson. That's been a disaster. So Shedeur Sanders, my top quarterback in the class, even over Cam Ward. I just like how he's accurate and plays with anticipation pretty well. So getting him at 2, not the greatest quarterback class, but at least you get someone who can give you a little bit more than what you've gotten out of Deshaun Watson in recent years. The second pick they have is 33, and this is interesting. I think they could go with edge to go across from Myles Garrett. I think they could go offensive line. I think they could go interior defensive line. But corner is, I think, an area they can really upgrade as well. And I'm going to go Jahdae Barron. You know, Benjamin Morrison's here. He was hurt this season. Stephon Rivell is there. He was hurt this season. So let's take Jahdae Barron, who had one of, if not the best, seasons of a defensive back in college football this season. Really helped Texas get to the college football playoff, and a very versatile defensive back as well, so they can use him in plenty of different ways. Move on to pick number 67, and I just can't pass up Deone Walker at this range. I think he's going to go even higher, probably even round 1. There are some motor issues sometimes and some technique issues, but a guy that size should not be able to move that well. So interior defensive line, I think, would be really disruptive. When you're getting a pick 67, that is huge. So I'll take him there and hopefully get an edge here later. We'll take Josiah Stewart. He really showed out at Michigan this year. His ability to get really good acceleration at the snap, really good burst at the snap with his first step really helped him early in the season at Michigan. And I think he can be a productive pass rusher at the NFL level, and getting him to pick 94 makes it all the more easier. Next pick, let's go Tez Johnson. Let's get some more help. You know, Jerry Jeudy can play out wide. You saw, maybe you could use some more slot receivers to go with him. I think this is one where Cedric Tillman's on the outside, Jerry Jeudy's on the outside. You put Tez Johnson on the slot and replace Elijah Moore there, as I don't think he's panned out the way they would have hoped. All right, so let's go to the next pick. We have pick 165. A lot of different areas you can go here for Cleveland now that you've filled up a lot of their holes. I'm going to go with Javonte Spraggins out of Tennessee. That offensive line is not what it used to be. I don't know if maybe these guys will pan out in the future for him, but I do know getting depth at the offensive line spot will be really good here. With the next pick, really wanted to take tight end. I don't know if they're going to go that route, but we'll see who's all available here. Let's go R.J. Harvey out of UCF. Now, Nick Chubb, the injury issues piling up. Jerome Ford maybe not as good as he was a couple years ago. I think it might be a good idea to get a running back late that maybe could see how he develops in the next couple years and maybe help them out. And then let's go Savion Jones out of LSU. Again, just another pass rusher, a guy who can be a rotational guy, maybe develop. At this point, we're looking for guys who are maybe the best available, and I think he could be a guy who helps him out there. Let's go Luke Kandra, the interior offensive lineman for Cincinnati. I think he might actually end up going higher than this. I'll have to finish his final tape evaluation, but he was very good over his time at Cincinnati and Louisville in college, so I think he could pan out. We have a couple more picks here. Cleveland has plenty of picks. Let's go Juice Wells, wide receiver for Ole Miss. He started his career at South Carolina and then transferred. Get another wide receiver in that room. We'll take Jackson Hall as a tight end out of Georgia Tech as well. They want me to take a tight end forever, so we'll take one. And I think that the last pick, maybe take like a linebacker position, maybe or something like that we haven't picked. Maybe someone who can play special teams for Cleveland if the board falls that way. But we'll see who's all there. I think Xavier Scott went back to college, so we'll leave him there. Let's let's take Jack Kaiser out of Notre Dame. He had a really long career at Notre Dame, but also a very productive one. So maybe he could be a guy who can play special teams for him. So I don't know if they take quarterback, but I think they should take quarterback. We'll see how free agency changes things. That'll make this mock draft after free agency more clear. Do like Shedeur there. Jahdae Barron, one of the better seasons for defensive backs in college football this year. Very versatile, could really help out their secondary. Deion Walker, the defensive lineman out of Kentucky. I don't think he's going to last till the third round. I don't think he's going to last till the second round when it all comes down to it. I think he just moves too well for his size, and some NFL GM is going to say, hey, put that on my defense, and we will work with them. Josiah Stewart, the edge rusher out of Michigan, very good first step quickness. Tez Johnson, the undersized receiver from Oregon, is going to have to play in the slot, but I think he can be a dynamic player there. Javonte Spraggins, R.J. Harvey, Savion Jones, Luke Kandra, Antwain Wells Jr., also known as Juice Wells, Jackson Halls, and Jack Kaiser out of Notre Dame. Let me know what you think of this mock draft for the Cleveland Browns. We'll be doing mock drafts for every NFL team before the NFL draft. For now, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.